Hello everyone, I am Anisha. Welcome all of you to my channel, that is Virtual Classes. So today in this class we are going to continue your chapter number 2 that we have started. This is your second part. Okay, if you haven't watched the first part, kindly watch. The link is given in the description box. Okay, so your chapter number 2, that is exploring substances, acidic, basic and neutral. Okay, so in our previous class we have learned how we can check an acidic substance and basic substance by using red litmus paper and blue litmus paper, isn't it? And we have also learned about how a natural substance like rose can also act as an indicator of acid and base. So in this class we will learn about how turmeric can be an indicator. Okay, so we have, and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. And today the explanation will be complete in English. If you want to watch in Hindi explanation, I have already uploaded. You can find the link again in the description box. Okay, so we have used blue and red litmus paper strips in activity 2.1. Can you also make paper strips with some other natural indicators? Find out by performing the following activities. So see, we have used this blue litmus paper and red litmus paper, isn't it, in our activity 2.1 when we have performed that experiment. So here we are going to find out, is there any other natural indicators through which we can make paper strips? So yes, we have, that is turmeric. Okay, but here there is one condition about which you will come to know. Okay, take a spoonful of turmeric, haldi in a petri dish or container and add a little water to make a paste. You may also grind a piece of fresh turmeric. So in order to perform this activity, this experiment, you can take a fresh turmeric as well as a powder turmeric. Okay, if fresh turmeric is available, you can use that. If powder is available, you can use that. And you have to add a little water and you have to make a paste. So you have to take in such a container here, glass container, okay, which has a white opening, and carefully dip a piece of filter paper in the turmeric paste until it gets yellow colored. And next we have to do, we have to dip a piece of filter paper. If filter paper is not available, you can use cotton cloth also. Okay, thin cotton cloths. It should be very, very thin. So here you have to dip it until it turns into yellow. Okay, and then after that take it out and allow it to dry. And after that you have to take that strip out of that container and we have to allow it to make it dry. And thereafter again we have to cut the yellow paper into thin strips which are used as turmeric paper. So here like this. Okay, in this image you can see there, you can cut these paper into thin strip like this as shown in this image. Okay, and now we are going to perform these activity. And yes, one more thing, question here, perform this step under supervision of an adult. You should not perform this all by your own. Okay, you have to perform this activity under the supervision of an adult. Yeah, that means you can perform under your elder brother or under supervision of a teacher or your parents. Okay, so now let us see how we can taste this turmeric turmeric, okay, as an indicator of acid and base. So here, using a dropper, put a drop of each of the sample used in activity 2.1 one by one on separate piece of turmeric papers. So the turmeric papers that we have just created before, now using a dropper, what you need to do, you need to put all the samples. Remember the activity 2.1 which we have done, the samples of like lemon juice, amla juice, soap water, washing powder, vinegar, isn't it? We have so many solution there. So you can use the sample and we have to record your observation in table 2.4 as 3 options are given here. Let me write here. Okay, so there is a twist here. Okay, what is the twist? You'll come to know. The color when we add lemon juice, okay, when we add lemon juice in the turmeric paper strip, okay, what happens? There is no change. Okay, there is no change. And why there is no change? Because turmeric paper cannot be act as an acidic indicator. Okay, and again if you eat if you put this soap solution, then what will happen? It will turn into reddish and brown color. Okay, reddish brown color. Why? Because this proves that turmeric strips, okay, turmeric paper, okay, that we have created, it can react only on basic substance, on basis substance. Okay, again amla juice, same thing, no change. Amla juice is acidic in nature, isn't it? So the substance which are acidic in nature will not show any change in this turmeric paper. So what does it prove? It proves that turmeric paper reacts only with basic. So it doesn't show whether a substance is acidic or a substance is neutral, as in the case of blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. Okay. So I hope you have got it. So next, what you can write here, suppose washing powder. Okay, if I write washing powder here, what will be the result? There will be change, that is reddish brown color. All right, that is, washing powder was also under base, isn't it? It was a basic substance. So here, what did we observe? What did you observe? Do all sample change the color of the turmeric paper? What is your answer? No, isn't it? All sample doesn't change the color of the paper. Okay, turmeric paper. Group the sample which do not change the color of the turmeric paper. So what are those things which do not change the color, paper? Okay, that is like your lemon juice, your amla juice, your tamarind water, that is your imli water, and vinegar. This will be your those group which doesn't change any color, and as well as tap water, sugar solution, and salt solution. These were the samples that we have taken earlier in activity 2.1, isn't it? So there will be no change, only there will be change on the group B, that is your soap solution, baking soda solution, lime water, and washing powder solution. Okay, so I hope you got it. So here, compare them with sample group A, group B, and group C in table 2.2. So if we compare, what we came to know, only the group B, the samples that was a soap solution, baking soda solution, lime water, and washing powder solution will be reacting, and their color will be changing into reddish brown color. Okay, otherwise there will be no change in group A and group C. I hope you remember this group A, group B, and group C that we have already done in our previous class, isn't it? So now let us continue. Can turmeric paper be used as an indicator for acidic substance? So what is your observation here? It cannot be used. Okay, no. Discuss your observation with your classmates. Based on the observation, we can conclude that turmeric paper can be used to test basic substance. However, it cannot differentiate between acidic and neutral substance. So this is important. You try to remember this one. Okay, try to understand this also. That is, turmeric paper, it can be used only to taste only basic substances. Okay, only the basic substances, and it cannot differentiate between acidic substance and neutral substance. So here, let us see what this boy is thinking. I got a curry stain on my white shirt, and on applying soap it changed its color. Wow, now I know the reason. I hope you also know the reason why. See, if you got a curry stain in your white shirt, then what happened? As soon as you apply soap or washing powder, what will happen? There will be change in color. The yellow color will not be changed in white color as that of the shirt. It will change it first into reddish brown color. Have you ever observed that? Try to observe it. Okay, then you will come to know that turmeric react with only basic substance. Okay, so here there is a fascinating fact about this turmeric. Let us see. Why is turmeric known as golden spice? So turmeric is a member of the ginger family. See, this turmeric is known as the golden spice. Why? We have to know, we'll come to know the reason, and I hope you know the reason also, isn't it? And why this turmeric is a member of ginger family? See, this is the fresh turmeric, okay, which is before making a powder. So it looks like ginger, isn't it? So it is from the ginger family, which is grown in India and other countries. A common spice in Delhi household. It has been researched for a benefit beyond the taste and color it provides to the food. See, this is a very common spice that we use in our house, Delhi, isn't it? Like while making, while cooking any vegetables, we used to put these turmeric powder, isn't it? Haldi powder. In most of our food, we used to use this. And apart from its taste, it also gives color to your food. You compare the food, you compare the vegetable in which you have added turmeric and in which you have not added turmeric. There will be vast difference. Okay, and the food where you have applied this where you have put this turmeric powder, then the food looks more delicious. All right, in Ayurvedic system of medicine, turmeric is considered to have numerous health benefit and is commonly used in several traditional home remedies. So according to Ayurvedic system also of medicine, turmeric has been considered to have a very good effect on health benefits. Okay, and it has been commonly used traditionally, so for so many home remedies. Like for example, whenever you get sick and you have a fever, what your parents used to do, they used to give you milk and they used to add a little bit of turmeric over there, haldi, isn't it? That will relieve your body ache. And apart from that, when we apply face pack in our face, we used to add turmeric in the basin, isn't it, along with lemon. and we used to make this paste, and we can add curd also there, and we used to apply. Why? Because it will give a glowing effect to our skin. So it has so many benefits, okay, for our skin as well as for our health. So this was a fascinating fact. I hope you have learned. Okay, now let us see next here. Ashwin, okay, the boy which was there in the earlier of this chapter. Okay, Ashwin created a greeting card to pay gratitude to his teacher on the day of Guru Purnima. He applied turmeric paste on white paper and dried it. So here Ashwin, he wants to greet his teacher on the day of Guru Purnima by saying some few words of respecting the teacher and a thanksgiving greeting card. Okay, and what happened? What did he do? How did he make his greeting card? He make it a very creative one. Okay, he applied turmeric paste on a white paper and dried it on a complete white paper. Okay, and after that, what he do? He wrote his wish in the teacher's mother tongue, Odia language. Okay, on the dried paper using one of the solution tested in table 2.4. So he have used one of the solution which was been used in table 2.4, that is from the group B. Okay, because what we have learned just now, turmeric reacts only with basic substance, isn't it? So which solution can be used to write the message? His teacher applauded his creative use of the concept. So what do you think, which solution he can use? He can use soap solution. Okay, he can use soap solution, and see, you can see the writing here, it is somewhat reddish brown. And what he have written? I respect my teacher as he nurtured curiosity within me and bestowed upon me the gift of learning. I bow my head in gratitude to her. So this is a thanksgiving note to his teacher, okay, from him, and he have done in a very creative way. I hope you can also do this, isn't it? So I hope you got the reason also, isn't it? So now, are there any substances whose odor changes on adding acidic or basic substance? So now we are going to learn, are there any other substance, okay, whose odor, the odor means the fragrance, okay, changes on adding some acidic or basic substance. So now let us investigate, and let us do one experiment, and we'll understand this concept. Okay, so there are some substance, okay, whose odor changes in acidic or basic medium. So these are called olfactory indicators. Let us explore more. What do we call this? Olfactory indicators. If the substance changes their odor, okay, their odor, not color, their odor. So let us see, let us investigate now. Take some finely chopped onion in a container along with some strips of clean cotton cloth or filter paper. So you finely chopped some onion, okay, in a container, and along with that you take some strips of clean cotton cloths or filter paper, okay, anything whichever it is available to you. And after that, what you have to do? You have to tightly close the container and leave it overnight, and then take 2 of the cotton cloths or filter paper strips from the container and check the odor. Now take the cotton cloths or filter paper, whichever you have put, okay, with the onion, chopped onion, and which you have kept overnight. So you take them out and check them, okay. Keep them on a clean surface and put a few drops of tamarind water. Tamarind here means imli water, okay. Tamarind water on one strip and few drops of baking soda solution on the other. So this is acidic in nature and this is basic in nature, isn't it? So allow the drops to spread on the strips. So after putting some drops of tamarind water on one of the strip and a few drops of baking soda on another, okay, on the other, allow these drops to spread these strips and check the odor. Now check the odor again. What changes you will find? Do you notice any change in the odor of the onion strips? Yes, we find, isn't it? Before and after putting tamarind water and baking soda solution on them, yes, there is a change. And what change do we have? Okay, that is onion, okay. When onion was in that strips which is where we have put tamarind water, okay, you will feel that the smell of the onion, okay, the fragrance of the onion is more strong now. All right, and similarly, again on the other strips that where you have put this baking soda solution, you will find that there is no fragrance at all. Now the fragrance of onion, the odor of onion has been cut off by this baking soda, okay. It is reduced, it fades, okay, the onion smell fades, okay, or changes in the presence of a basic substance like baking soda. I hope this is clear. So note your observation. This is what I have just told you. Acidic solution like tamarind water retain or intensify the smell, okay, and basic substance like baking soda fades the smell of the onion. Alright. Similarly, test the change in odor in other acidic and basic substance and record your observation. So you can try this with another substance also, okay, odor, where you will find some fragrances there, okay. I hope you have understood. So now let us see about scientists here, okay. Know a scientist. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray, that is P.C. Ray, is known as the father of modern Indian chemistry. He earned a doctorate in chemistry from United Kingdom and returned to India. He contributed towards advancing scientific research in India. So he have completed his education from United Kingdom, completed his doctorate in chemistry, okay, and he have returned to India, and he is now contributing towards developing Indian scientific research, okay. He also established India's first pharmaceutical company, that is a company in the field of medicine, in 1901. So he is the one who have first established India's first pharmaceutical company related with the medicine, okay. And he was a person rooted in Indian culture and knowledge tradition. So he loved the culture of India, and he was rooted and he respect Indian culture and its tradition. And through his writing on his history of chemistry in India, okay, he highlighted the Indian scientists to the modern world. Achievement and expertise of ancient Indian scientists to modern world. And Ray, a social reformer, also advocated the use of mother tongue as a medium of instruction in educational institutes. So when he have written his history in the chemistry in India, okay, what he have done, he have highlighted the achievements of our ancient scientists to the modern world, because it was unknown to them, isn't it? So he highlighted their achievement. So and Ray, okay, he is a social reformer. What is a social reformer? One who bring good changes in society. See, reform means change, isn't it? Here social reformer means one who is always on the verge of development, always thinking about the development of the society, okay. And he always advocated the use of mother tongue. He always advocated that we should be using our mother tongue as a medium of instruction in educational institution. Why? So that the students will understand the facts more clearly. The foundation will be more strong, okay. Otherwise what happen, if you are being taught in a language which you don't understand, then you'll have a problem, isn't it? So that is why he advocated mother tongue, okay. Whichever language you can speak, you should be taught in that language, okay. So now let us see our next topic, that is what happens when acidic substance mix with basic substance. So now let us examine what happens when we mix this acid substance, okay, acid substance with basic substance. So we will learn this by performing an activity again, okay. See, this activity, your book is full of activity, isn't it? Until and unless you are not going to perform activity, you will not understand. Try to understand it. When you are performing activity, try to learn it properly, okay. See it, observe it, and write the result whatever you get. So let us investigate by performing the following experiment. Take 1 drop of lemon juice in a test tube and add around 20 drops of water to it. Observe the color here, okay. You take 1 lemon juice just like this in a test tube, okay, and observe and put some water also, okay, some 20 drops of water, and observe the color. And again in that same solution, add a blue litmus solution to it. Now you are using solution, not paper, okay, not strips. Add a blue litmus solution to it. Do you observe any color change? Yes, we observe. The color will be like this, red color, okay. Slowly again add drops of lime water to the test tube with the help of a dropper and swirl it well. So again what you have to do, you add some lime water, okay, to this test tube with the help of dropper, and you swirl it, we shake it well. And what observation, what do you observe? Is there any change in the color of the solution? Yes, there is a change in the color of solution, and it changes into blue, okay. And again a stage comes when the color of the solution changes from red to blue. So this the solution before it was red, that indicates it is acidic in nature. Now it is in blue color, isn't it? So what does this indicate? It indicates that when this acid and basic substance are mixed together, it get neutralized. What is this neutralization? We will understand, okay. Again add 1 drop of lemon juice to the above solution. Can you predict why there is change in color? So when this acid and base react with one another, what happened? It neutralized, okay. We will understand with some few examples as well, okay, don't worry. So initially when a drop of blue litmus solution is added to the lemon juice solution, the color of the solution turns red, and this is what we have observed, isn't it? And when lime water is again added to the test tube, the color of the solution eventually changes from red to blue. Why does it do? It shows that the solution in the test tube is no longer acidic. It shows that the solution in the test tube, which was earlier red in color, and it changes from red to blue, it shows that it is no longer acidic, okay. That means lime water has neutralized the effect of acid, means it has completely neutralized, okay, the effect of acid. It has completely finished the acidic effect. When the solution of an acid is mixed with solution of base in sufficient quantity, we can find that the resulting solution is neither acidic nor basic. So, whenever you mix acid with base, okay, acid substance with basic substance, base substance, what happen in sufficient quantity, the result solution is always, it is neither acidic nor basic. Understood, no? That means neutralization, nor acidic nor basic. So, such reaction are called neutralization reaction. So, in a neutralization reaction, salt and water are formed, okay, with the evolution that is a release of heat. Here acid plus base, what you will get? Salt plus water plus heat, okay, this is what you will get. When you touch the test tube, you will find the test tube is little bit heated also, okay, so that is why heat is been produced, it has been released, okay. So, there are many examples in everyday life where you can observe the use of neutralization process. Let us find out. So, let us understand this neutralization process more by applying it in our today's day-to-day life. Okay. So, neutralization in daily life. The first situation. Kriti is observing a butterfly in the garden with her hands resting on a tree trunk. Suddenly, a red ant bites her, leaving her skin red with stinging pain. So, what happens here? This girl Kriti, okay, not Kriti, sorry, Kriti, she is observing a butterfly, flying of butterfly, and what happens while observing the butterfly? She have put her hand on the tree trunk, okay, and what happens? The ends are going, isn't it? This red ends, and it bites her hand. What happens? She is now in pain. Her skin become red and irritated. Why? Because the ant has released an acid. Okay, we'll learn about it. And her brother, okay, her brother helped her applying moist baking soda to the affected area, which relieved the pain. What do you think he might be the reason for this? See, his brother, as soon as he knew that Kriti was being bitten by an ant, okay, and red ant, he prepared a moist baking soda, okay, and what happened? He applied it in the affected area where the ant have bitten. So it relieves the pain. Now Kriti pain was been relieved. So what do you think might be the reason for this? See, when an ant bites, it injects an acid liquid which is called formic acid, okay, into the skin, resulting our skin becomes very much irritated and sometimes swelling is also there, okay. The effect of the acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda, which is a base. So, as the bite of the ant have released an acid solution, acid liquid, it is acidic in nature now, isn't it? So, what happened when a baking soda that is a base which has been applied into that pain, okay, into the affected area, what happened? It get neutralized. That means the pain is been now relieved. I hope you understood. So, in this way what we can use neutralization in our daily life. So, there we have another situation as well. Let us read this out again. Situation 2. On the farmers portal, an online platform from the Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. So, this is an online site, government site, okay, where whenever a farmer is having any problem, they used to ask their problem, they used to inquire there and they get the solution from that site, okay. So, in that, a query from a farmer states, my plants are not growing well lately. After a detailed discussion, it was found that the excessive use of chemical fertilizers, that is substance adding to the soil to make plant grow better, made the soil acidic. What remedy might be provided to him? So, what happened? He is complaining here, okay, he is a farmer is complaining to the government side, in the government side, that his plants are not growing well. So, after a detailed discussion, it was been found that he have used too much of chemical fertilization, okay, fertilizers, so that his plant grows well. So, in that process, what happened? That process has made the soil very acidic, resulting now his plants are not growing, okay. So, what remedy might be provided to him? So, is it the soil is acidic, that means some base substance will be given, advise him to sprinkled in his land, isn't it? So, when the soil is too acidic, the plants do not grow well. It can be treated with lime, which is a base. So, now what happened? What remedy was being provided to him? See, he is sprinkling here lime, isn't it? So, in order to make the acidic soil neutralized, in order to finish its acidic effect, what will happen? When you sprinkle lime, it will become neutralized. So, neutralization of the acid nature of soil. In this way, you can neutralize the nature of soil as well. Alright, I hope you understood. See here, more explanation is there. if the soil is basic, so the previously the case was if the soil is acidic, isn't it? Now if the soil is basic, what you can do, you can give organic matters like manure and composted leaves are added to it. Why? Because organic matters release acids that neutralize the basic nature of the soil. Okay, as organic matter releases like cow dung and all, you can apply, it releases acid. Okay, and that will again as it release acid, that means if the soil is basic, then what will happen, again it will neutralized. I hope you have I hope this is clear. So sometimes again what happened, the soil may be neutral but the plant growing it may be still show poor health, which can be due to the deficiency of nutrients in the soil. So sometimes even if the soil is neutral and if the plants are not growing well, that implies that there might be deficiency of nutrients in the soil, like some minerals are been missing in the soils. Okay, so that was the situation 2. Now we have a situation 3. Okay, let us see. Ashwin's friend Gurbir stayed near an industrial area. He shared with him that the fish population in his neighborhood lake was declining day by day. So Ashwin's friend Gurbir was sharing with him that he is living near an industrial area. Okay, so he shared that the fish population in his neighborhood lake has been declining day by day. So what do you think might be the cause for this? It may be due to factory waste being released into the lake. Say it is in the industrial area, the factory waste were been released in the lake. Okay, so and if the factory waste is acidic in nature, what could be done to save the fish in lake? Can you tell me? Now as we have already learned, if it is acidic, then what you should be given? Base. And if it is basic, then acid, isn't it? I hope this was clear. So now what is being suggested is that the factory waste can be neutralized by adding basic substance before releasing into the lake. Like you can add the lime again into the water, okay, into the lake, or you can add baking soda into the lake. In this way what you can do, you can neutralize the effect and you can restore the populations of the fish in that lake. Okay, so let us wrap up now. See, remember when we start this chapter, there were 2 kids going into a science fair and a white sheet of paper was given to them, and when some liquid sprinkle was been done in that paper, suddenly some words were visible. What was the reason? I hope you have learned. So now let us conclude about that. Okay. Now you can explain why the word "Welcome to the wonderful world of science" appeared on Ashwin and Kirti's paper sheet when the liquid was sprayed on them. So why? So do you think that one possibility could be using a turmeric solution for the spraying liquid and soap solution for writing on the paper? See, when you are writing with soap solution, what will happen? The writings will not be visible at once. Okay, and after that what happens when that is why the sheet paper that is why they get a white sheet paper, blank paper, isn't it? They assume that nothing was written, but after working some few steps, what happened? A volunteer came and sprayed some liquid, isn't it? So what is that liquid? You can it is now turmeric solution, isn't it? Turmeric solution, water and turmeric, haldi mixed together, and when you spray it, what happens? As it was written with a soap solution, the writings finally appeared on the paper. So this was the reason. I hope you have learned about these acid, base and neutral, and I hope it was a fun class as well, isn't it? And yes, if you liked my class, don't forget to give a like to this class and support me by sharing my videos with your friends and subscribe my channel. So we have completed this chapter and we have now summary this left. Okay, and as you know, I used to do summary in little bit detail, and because that summary will be used as a notes for you in your examinations as well. Okay, so I'll come up with a summary in your next class. So all of you have a very nice day ahead. Bye.